Charlie Kirk versus Junko Furuta. Yes, you heard that correctly. That is something that is happening right now as I speak. No one's going over it yet. It's the biggest thing on the internet. And I looked on YouTube. No one is talking about it at all, which is just puzzling that this isn't getting called out. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if you're not understanding what's happening, you got... Okay, first off, guess where it's happening before I get into this. Guess which website, guess which platform. If you guess Twitter, you're correct. And it's happening on Instagram, surprise, surprise. But you got thousands of people on each side, thousands of Charlie Kirk supporters, and thousands of, I guess you really can't call them, Junko supporters. It's more like enthusiasts or like historians. And they're going at one another every single day. They're happening for the past week or two. And they are making AI-generated memes to embarrass and piss off the other side. Yeah. I'm not joking. I have seen some of these where it's like, here's a picture of Junko Furuta. In Fortnite. And then the other side, like, whoa, I can't believe you've done such a thing. Here's a picture of Charlie Kirk in a skirt eating a corn dog the long way. And it's like, guys, they're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this all started about a month and a half ago when Charlie Kirk passed away. This thing was started. It's called Kirkification and or Kirkifying and or you got Kirkified. Now, what does it mean to get Kirkified? Essentially, you just grab a picture of somebody. It could be, a picture of their family, just a solo picture of the person. It could be a GIF. It could be a video. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as you're face swapping whatever it is with Charlie Kirk, it is known as Kirkifying and or Kirkification. Okay, that's all that is, and it's been going on for the past month and a half. And it originally started with someone took a picture of Speed. When he was sitting there in that stream and he's like smiling, it's like, and they put Charlie Kirk's face on that. That got like 100,000 likes, millions of impressions on Twitter, and that kicked off Kirkification. Now, it got so popular, I am not joking, I was there. It got so popular that yesterday, I went to see where you can Kirkify things, which there's hundreds of apps, but now there's an actual website called Kirkify.net, where if you put in a picture to Kirkify it, mind you, this is at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. And I was told that I have a 1 hour wait time to Kirkify one image at 2 o'clock in the morning. So just imagine what it's going to be like at 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the middle of the day. That's how much traffic Kirkifying has been getting, that you have to wait hours just to Kirkify an image. That's how popular that is. Now, because of this, somebody got the bright idea to Kirkify Junko Furuta. Yeah, Junko Furuta, she got Kirkified. And I'll probably put in the thumbnail so you can look at it. So, if you don't know what it means to Kirkify, as I said before, you replace it with Charlie Kirk's face. But here's the thing. Who is Junko Furuta? And that's very important to explain. If you don't know who Junko Furuta is, it was a young lady coming home from school. She was riding her bike. Some guy shoved her to the ground. And what happened was another guy came up and approached her and said, hey, I'll walk you home. I don't know what that jackass's problem was, but I got you. And it turns out that entire time, those two guys were in cahoots, right? And then two other guys joined the picture. She was then chucked into an apartment and held there for 44 days, an entire month and a half. And what happened inside that apartment is hell, okay? It's probably one of the most gruesome, horrifying cases to have ever happened to any individual ever. Okay, they not only starved her, they beat her, they put instruments in her, put, hot candle wax on her, they made her, dance and like embarrass herself in hundreds to, if not thousands of different ways. Then at some point, mind you, this happened over a month and a half, lit her on fire, grabbed her body and put it into like a cement drum to hide the evidence. And when these guys got caught, none of them got a life sentence. All of them are walking free as we speak. One of them, the biggest sentence that was handed out, one of them got 20 years. Another one got like 7 years. Another one 10 years. Yeah. I don't know how they all didn't get life in prison. Okay. But yeah, that's what happened. So essentially, that's how the Junko stuff started. Okay, Kirkified Junko, and then there was like this back and forth of like, how dare you Kirkify Junko? Now I'm gonna do even more embarrassing stuff to Charlie Kirk, and like, how dare you make more embarrassing stuff about Charlie Kirk? Now we're gonna do more embarrassing stuff about Junko, and I can't prove this. I gotta say this straight up. I can't prove this. But according to some Instagram messages that I've gotten, people are making very inappropriate pictures of Junko. Mind you, she's 17. I can't prove this, but this is hearsay. I gotta disclose that this is hearsay, but I would not be surprised if this is completely true. Okay, people are making inappropriate pictures of Junko, which, again, now you're walking a very, very, very fine line. No, you're not. You're jumping over the line. It's kind of illegal. Depending on what you're doing, it's kind of illegal, people. And here's the thing. I gotta say this much. Whether or not it is, if you are taking anybody's face and you are making it inappropriate in such a fashion, you're a perv. That's it. You're just disgusting. Okay, regardless of the person's gender, regardless of anything, you are a perv, you are disgusting, and you're a fucking weirdo. Like, what's wrong with you? It reminds me of what just happened last week. If you don't know what happened, AJ Lee, she's a wrestler, okay, and some guy took a picture with her, put it in an AI, like, generator, so, like, he's holding AJ Lee, and then they start kissing. So what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong? Like, what is actually sick in your brain? Like, what is going on with you? How many fucking symbols has your monkey lost? Okay? Absolutely insane. But this is what people are going back and forth on. And the excuse for the Junko one was like, how do you guys not like this dark humor, huh? You like dark humor? Up until it's Junko. And it's like, I don't really see the correlation there. You know, you're talking about a guy who was, you know, a political figure, who was very huge and speaking, and he was always in topics that were rather controversial, versus just a girl that was coming back from school. I fail to see the correlation. I fail to see it. And you fail to see it, but you're hiding behind this false idea. And you know it's a bullshit idea. You know it makes no sense whatsoever. You're just being an asshole. Which, again, if you would just fess up and be like, I'm being an asshole, you know, it'd be like, okay, we'd get it. And then if that's not it, it's like, oh, it's just rage bait, guys. It's just rage bait. Which rage bait has lost all of its meaning. Rage bait over the years has lost all of its meaning. Essentially, it's just, I'm going to do something so dumb. I'm going to be an absolute fucking dirtbag. I'm going to be a real dickhead. And then I'm just going to say rage bait. And I'm just going to say rage bait. Hey, dude, I stole your car. It's just rage bait. Yeah, you got pissed that I stole your car. Oh, it's just rage bait, man. Yeah, I'm getting arrested because I robbed the bank. But I was only doing that to piss off the tellers. Right? It's just rage bait, man. So, yeah, that's just what it is. That's rage bait. Yeah, I popped the tires on your bike. That's rage bait. Huh? Yeah, how mad were you when you saw that? Got rage baited, didn't you? So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, rage bait is like this new word that has lost all of its meaning so quickly because it's just a bunch of assholes who just want to hide behind the word as if it's like some justification behind their stupidity, which at the end of the day, I gotta say this much. People were hitting me up on Instagram telling me about this, and they're like, ColdRaven, are you gonna make a video about it? ColdRaven, what are your thoughts about it? ColdRaven, do something about it. So what the fuck can I do about it? You know, what am I gonna do? Everybody, stop! And, it's ColdRaven from the ColdRaven's Nest. We're really in for it now. It's a knuckle sandwich with extra cheese. Like, no one gives a fuck. Matter of fact, majority of people watching this video have never seen my channel before. Welcome. I go over weird shit like this all the time, so like and subscribe, stick around. I'll never know what I'm going to go over next. I remember one time I was going over ponies pooping on each other, and I go over mixtapes where it's like cartel fun. I go over a lot of crazy, wacky, disturbing stuff. That's pretty much the whole entire channel. I'm over here losing my voice because I was screaming at Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. That game is ass. That game is garbage. Okay. Yeah, some sister location slander. All the Five Nights at Freddy's games aren't that good anyway. But here's the point. Back on topic, okay, that is the war that is going on. And there was like a little side fight between George Floyd and Charlie Kirk, if you're not aware of this. I'm pretty sure, actually, no, I'm pretty sure you're all aware of this, where somebody discovered that Charlie Kirk and George Floyd had the exact same birthday. And the second I saw somebody post that on a meme page, I was like, wow, this is going to go incredibly horrible. In which it did. They were both pregnant within 24 hours. I was like, good Lord. Good Lord. I'm serious. This is what happened. I saw the birth dates and I knew exactly where this was heading. I opened up Instagram the next day. And because I don't follow many pages, I think I follow like 10 pages, I get a whole bunch of random stuff that comes in on the main home screen. And it was like they were like bumping, like they had like their pregnant bellies like pressed against one another. And it was like a little dialogue box where he's like, is it kicking? Yes. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Welcome to the internet, right? And you know, George Droid is out there where he has like a laser beam for an eye. Guys, that's just what it is, okay? There's gonna be assholes on the internet who are gonna do stupid shit specifically to bother you. And I'm gonna tell you this much. When you interact with it, essentially what you're doing is you're telling the algorithm and you're telling the app that you're on that you're interested in it. They don't care if you're happy about what you see. They don't care if you're sad about what you see. They don't care if you are pissed off. All that this app cares about and all that your algorithm cares about is, did you interact with it? Whether you left a like, a hate comment, or shared it to talk trash about it. All that the algorithm sees is that you interacted with it, okay? So if it bothers you, you need to go in the corner and press not interested and don't show posts like this. Because the second you comment something, even if it's hateful, even if it's, you know, this is distasteful, this is garbage, you're a disgrace, you're an asswipe, the second you do that, you're going to get more of it, okay? You're going to get more of it. So if anything in this situation bothers you, just put not interested and don't interact with the posts. You don't share them. You don't comment on them. Don't interact with it. That's what you need to do. So with that being said, that is the current war of Charlie Kirk versus Junko Furuta, where they're going back and forth, just making embarrassing pictures or attempting to, and just making this AI drool, just absolute dog shit of one another to piss off the other side. And they're going to keep going and keep going. How long? I don't know, but this has been going on for about, I want to say about a week and a half, 2 weeks almost. So I don't think it's going to die down anytime soon, but that's what that is. Oh, I almost forgot. Peep this, mira. Look at this. Look at this. I had to. This was so bad, I actually had to screenshot it. Okay. This is what somebody wrote on Twitter, by the way. This is a tweet. I had to screenshot this tweet. This is what someone wrote down. Junko Furuta, 2 zeptoseconds. If you don't know a zeptosecond, it's like 1/60th of a fraction of a single second. Junko Furuta, 2 zeptoseconds after entering my incel dungeon. Somebody replied with, only thing entering your incel dungeon is that will you call a mother, you rat. This guy replies with the original poster, well, Pedro, I'd rather my mom walk in on me and Junko making in my fluid-drenched incel dungeon, aka my home, than a rat-infested favela, aka your home. And this guy's been popping off, saying stuff like that about Junko and fantasizing and all this other stuff. And then I found this weird picture. It was like Junko and Charlie Kirk fan art where they're both in heaven. Like, just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Odd, weird crossover. I don't know. I don't know. That's just what that is. Like I said before, welcome to the internet. That's the end of the video. Like, favorite, share, most of the comments, subscribe. I'm your boy, ColdRaven. Comment down below what you think. This, that, and third. I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. No toma. Just a peace. Yeah. Yo, you can hear I'm losing my voice, by the way, from screaming. But yeah, y'all have a good one.